the following presentation of the National Football League.
The Steel City is ready at Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Instead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from the Steel City. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25.
The Steelers take over first and
the offense will take over.
Their own 24-yard
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. But let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And he wants this pass 25 to the 26-yard line. Jalen Walker
brings
there
up
to
second
make the
and
play.
8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That one incomplete. Good job.
Intended for
There, separated the man from the ball.
Incomplete.
And it'll bring up
Brings up 3rd down and
He's just
8
unable
yards
to
go.
secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He is caught by Washington. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of
24 through the air.
And the Steelers
good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a
That's
gain
good
of
for
10
a
yards.
Steelers
That's a
first
Steeler
down.
first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll
Jason
set
Warren,
2nd
the
down.
ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run the draw with Warren. And he will keep the drive moving. It's the first down. This game, a foul.
5-yard gain on
So,
the
Mike,
play.
you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
The throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
The shotgun, it's Kira. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
A 6-yard
And these
loss.
are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Chris
Now a
Boswell
fourth down
for the
for
field
veteran
goal.
Chris Boswell on for the Steelers.
attempt.
This from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
Steelers 3.
And that's a
Falcons
good drive
nothing.
right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Chris
3
Boswell
points
to kick
on
off
that
for
opening
Pittsburgh.
drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way
The
across the
Falcons take
25-yard
over
line.
first and 10.
The Falcons
At their
set to
own
take over here
26-yard
on
line.
offense, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
We'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line.
Robinson.
Back to Ty Smith. In for
He's
the tackle.
tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. And they whistle him down before it gets up a first down after
It's
a
a
gain
gain of
of
8.
7.
And the Falcons.
Really nice job here by the
First
quarterback,
down.
understanding what did he need to
8-yard
pick up a
pickup.
fresh set of downs.
First down,
In this case,
Atlanta.
that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
The man in motion is Zacchaeus. He connects downfield to Dodson. And they will bring him down on the
It's a
other
gain
side
of
of
22
midfield.
yards. That's
That
another
pass play good for
Falcons
22.
First down.
First down,
First
Atlanta.
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. From his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he will get forward for about 5 yards.
Again, the ball
That
carrier.
sets up third down.
Wilson on the stop. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Forced out wide. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Tua Tagovailoa. It's a gain of 8. That's another Falcons first down. First
That's
and
such
10
a
at the
deflating
26-yard
feeling for a
line.
defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
And here comes Robinson.
Bijan Robinson, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. Too much. And he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pushed out to his left. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not moving. And it sets up 4th down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Falcons will tie the game at 3 apiece. Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard
The Steelers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Tackle made back at
And
the
that's a really
17-yard
heads-up
line.
play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Rodgers. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds.
Warren.
It'll set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
in that first quarter. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. Third, they need 8 as we are ready to get back underway. On the left side and caught by
pass.
He'll be stopped short of the first down, and that
A gain
will
of 6
necessitate
yards.
a call to the
It's
punt team.
4th down.
It's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Fair catch.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal
The
for
Falcons take
and
over 1st and 10.
The Falcons
at their
offense
own
ready for
28-yard
their
line.
second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Fake it in. Tua. That one intercepted. That is the linebacker, Alex Highsmith.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, like the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. First down for Aaron. With the ground. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
This one complete to Washington. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's got it up for the first down. Let's wait for the mark.
2.
Yes. That run, that's enough to move the chains.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with one. And wow, tough to break down that time. Surging forward for a pickup
at the 9-yard line.
Second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he will take this one across into the end zone.
And it's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
He's got it, and the Steelers take a 10-3 lead.
Steelers 10, Falcons 3.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. London brought in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 31 yards.
First down.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
Now Tua takes it forward. He's trying to get around the corner, but going to be run down behind the line. Completion, yes. A loss of yardage?
A loss of a yard. Well. Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Second and 11. Back to throw is Tua. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page. That's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down. Tua. And he'll be taken down. They got it. At the 50-yard line.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Jake Bailey.
So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard
Steelers offense
line.
back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll begin with first and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
A gain of 12
First
yards.
time these two have
And
connected this afternoon.
First
and it'll
down.
wind up being a first down.
First and 10.
Just seems
at
like
the
every year,
33-yard
Mike, the tight
line.
end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end. This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Rodgers now. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up
intended
incomplete.
for Darnell Washington.
So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
Third and long. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, McCaffrey. That's his third catch of this first half.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They run with Warren. And they move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll.
That's another
first down.
First down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20.
17 more yards.
He's just gashing the defense right
Steelers
now. 17 more yards with that one.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
And he'll get about 5.
Jalen Warren, the ball carrier. Xavier Watts on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is third and a yard. Throwing Rodgers, and this ball incomplete on third down.
Darnell Washington.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Excellent there.
Incomplete.
It'll bring up second.
Leads to second and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Be ready! Be ready!
Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They can get to him at the 15-yard line.
A 6-yard
Once
loss
looked like
on the
a
play.
promising
It's
drive,
third
it
and
suddenly
goal.
hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes, but now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. Metcalf on the side. He's got it. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal.
On for the field goal.
This about as short as you can get.
Attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Steelers
13.
tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. They get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10.
Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They're in a 10-point hold. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. To throw is Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua gonna throw. Short throw taken by Pitt. The Steelers use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And it's third down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Left side in the hands of London. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Tua now on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. After one more snap here in this first half.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10.
Here's Bijan Robinson on the Falcon offense, set for their next drive. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap for Tua. The pressure gets there. Down he goes with the inside. The 20-yard line. Hammering Hayward in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the right. That's pitch. And he's out of bounds. We're going to mark him at the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard
really nice
line.
job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He takes off. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
That's another Falcons first down. It's a gain of 10.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down. A gain of
Remember
12.
this one thing, Mike.
First down,
it is not
Falcons.
how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Second and 7. Now Tua. This offensive line just no answers right now. It's another sack. That is T.J. Watt in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. But their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
It is third and long. Throwing is Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sacks of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Falcons getting their punch around there. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. return
The Steelers take over first and 10
come out
at their own 20-yard line.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Brings up
timing and anticipation. Those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Second down, Rodgers. He'll step up and run this. And Rodgers has done this well enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a first down.
16 yards. And the Steelers first down. First
Mike, this is
10
great
at the
awareness by the
36-yard
quarterback
line.
manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
They send the tight end in motion. Drop this down to Warren. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 46, here's second and a yard. He'll run up the middle with Warren. He'll take this forward. The official signal is another first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain
When you
on the
call
play.
a draw, Mike, what
Brings
you're
up
counting
second
on is that
and
the
10
defense is in full
at their
pass mode. The
48-yard line.
linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Jalen Warren.
There's a lot of ways
That's
to get
a
the ball
gain
in the
of
hands of
7.
your running backs, and
Makes
it's not
it
always by just
third
handing
and
it to them.
2.
In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? You want to stay ahead of the chains. You want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Brought down back
Well, they try to get the run game
line.
started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's a third down.
And it's third down.
Now it's Tua. Now, deep ball for London. And on third down, the ball is incomplete.
Intended for
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now, fair catch. Signal for and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Washington. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards
to start that drive.
And the
a quick
Steelers
first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And the strength on display for a gain of 8 yards.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 35, here's second and 2. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll take a shot here, back in the end zone. And that'll be in and out of his hands.
Pass.
It's
intended
incomplete.
for Roman Wilson.
Roman Wilson was the intended target.
Brings up third down and
coming up.
2.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try it.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Steelers.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. And that's exactly what he did here.
He was brought down by James Pierce. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Steeler first down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Falcons' 8-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's second and 6. We're seeing a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the
Jalen
ground.
Warren, the ball carrier.
And not much there.
He
Quick
was brought
defense.
down by Christian
held to no
Harris.
gain.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Incomplete.
Intended for
Standing
DK
there.
Metcalf.
Able to jar the
Incomplete.
ball free in a big spot.
Results
and
in a
now
4th down.
it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag
Chris
a little late.
Boswell on
It's
for the
probably
field goal.
touchdown.
A 25-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good.
Makes the
And the
score
Steelers will
16.
extend their lead.
Falcons 3.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Chris Boswell,
Back
the
out is
kickoff for
Boswell
Pittsburgh.
following the field goal. He'll send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25.
The Falcons
Decent field
take over
position
1st and
to start
10.
this drive.
At their own
The Falcons
27-yard
offense
line.
make their way out to take over once more. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Robinson.
I think the days where
3-yard
quarterbacks
pickup.
are either
Brings
unwilling
up
or
2nd and
unable to
7
be involved in the
at
run
the
game. I
30-yard
think those
line.
days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Back to throw is Tua. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Sealed right with him. And we'll bring up
He was
3rd
defended
down.
by Jamel Dean.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete every play.
Tua Tagovailoa on the scramble.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down,
6 yards.
but they initially allowed
It's
him to
4th
escape the
down.
pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
The
Jake
Falcons
Bailey
send their
in
punting unit
formation.
out. Fair catch, called for and made just beyond their
The
own
Steelers
50.
take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers
At
offense
their
and their
own
running back,
16-yard
Jalen Warren,
line.
set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle by Jalen Walker. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they're going to knock him down up past the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards.
And the Steelers
That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10
An
at the
interesting decision there
36-yard
by the
line.
play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop,
First and 10 at the
their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Rodgers, quick to Metcalf.
Rodgers pass.
Get about 4 here as he is taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
That's Washington, the man in motion. 3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. Going right sideline and complete. And a Lucas ball way down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming back.
No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And that ball hit out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He does it. And now third down comes
8 yards to go.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He's Michael Pickford. Touchdown.
Like Reese was saying, that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up
again,
for the two-point conversion.
Good work there defensively.
Steelers
try
22.
For 2.
Falcons 3.
Work.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard
First
line.
and 10.
Well, Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. First and 10. Here's Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Patrick Queen.
A loss of 8 yards.
He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard and they're pretty good.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just think back here in this game alone, how many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep
This is
ball.
one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
Jake
They
Bailey
clog up the
in
back
punt
end.
formation.
And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll get forward a few yards on
The
the return.
Steelers take over
And that's
first
where the
and 10
offense will take
at their
over.
own 49-yard line.
Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they will finally get him down. But not before he takes this to the Falcons' 15-yard
A gain
line.
of 36 yards.
A big-time play
And the
for
Steelers
Pittsburgh.
first
36
down.
yards.
First and 10
And this
at
is the point of the
15-yard
game, Mike,
line.
where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And they're able to pump off a big run.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Rodgers now. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will have the
It's a
first
gain
down.
of 14 yards.
Even with 3 timeouts
That's
on
good
the other
for a
side,
Steelers
they're going to be able to
first
run
down.
this baby all the way down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a little credit to the big guys up front.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him
The
back to
tackle
the
made by
5-yard
Jesse
line.
Bates.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And he's going to be swallowed up again.
Brandon on the
runs,
tackle.
back-to-back
A 3-yard
losses.
loss on the play.
Now it's 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long.